Yo, what's going on, my YouTube family? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So, welcome back, and we are live. My name is Jarrell Henderson. Make sure you like. You come across this video right now, you're not subscribed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you for sure smash that like button. Yeah. So, what we're gonna get into briefly today is how to open your event space. But I want you to know that the real how to open your event space class is happening tomorrow night. That is happening tomorrow night, all right? So I'm going to drop the link under this video. I'm going to drop the link under this video well, all you got to do, honestly, to make sure that you're in the class is download my event space blueprint, and then you're going to automatically get the link to the class. And I'm going to drop that link to download my event space blueprint, where you can download that. And then as soon as you download the event space blueprint, you're going to be able to get into the class, all right? And you're going to be able to get into it. It is a live class tomorrow where we're going to cover how to get your event space, how to get funding. We're going to cover I'm going to break down a few of those things now, but we're going to cover really how to make money. That's the biggest piece of the tomorrow night's class, is how to make money. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about it tomorrow, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit today, but you really want to be in the class, the free class tomorrow, because we're going to talk about everything. And then the real benefit of the class tomorrow is that we're going to do Q&A at the end of the class. So you're going to be able to ask all the questions that you want regarding your event-based business, how to start it, how to get funding, how to market it, all those things. So we're going to cover a little bit of that right now. So make sure you like this video right now. You're watching this live, like the video, subscribe, all that, but make sure, if anything, like the video. So to start off with, how do you start your event-based business? All right. Well, first, everyone is always asking, should I go out and should I get my LLC first? This is a common question. Should I get my LLC first? Should I get my EIN and stuff first? Yes. Yes, you should go out and you should have all those things. But the thing is that I get this next same question of, well, should I also, where should my address be for my LLC and my EIN? I'm going to explain that more in detail tomorrow, because like that'll take up, at least 20 minutes of what I want to talk about today. And so like that's why I really want you to be in the live class tomorrow, because then we can do Q&A and everything. All right. But so I'm going to drop the link to the class after I get done with this live. So make sure you go back to the video at some point today, even if you don't want to watch the live. Like, I'm going to drop the link because all you got to do is click the link, download my event space blueprint. So it's like you're going to get like two things at once. You're going to get my event space blueprint, and you're going to get the registration form to join in, tune into the live. Because this is going to be a live where I do Q&A. It's going to be via Zoom. It's not going to be open to a ton of different people. So you got to have my event space blueprint to get it. And yeah, so all right. So yes, we need our EIN. Yes, we need our LLC to start. Now, you can get this. All you're doing is going to your LLC and this is what confuses so many people about a LLC license versus versus like your city business license. Your LLC is the license that's needed to do business in your state. The license that you're going to get for your event space to put on your wall that says you're a place of business is for like the county or the city. So there are two different licenses that you're going to need to get. You're not going to get the license that actually goes on like the wall of your event space until you go through the process of getting the space, until you're approved, you get your inspections, all those things. But you can get your LLC state license to do business in the state beforehand. Your LLC, depending on where you are, in Illinois, it's like $150. And it used to be, and this is why I tell people, now's the time to start your business, because LLCs used to be $500, $1,000. Now you can start up your LLC. In some states, it's like $100. Some states $150, some states $200. But that's not bad. Like right now, it's a Sunday morning. Think about anything that you spent money on this weekend or past weekend. $150 is not bad. I get a lot of messages like, oh man, $150 is a lot. A lot to start a business that's going to make you tens of thousands of hundreds of dollars. It's not a lot of money. We have to change the way that we look about money. That's the next thing that you want to do before getting your space. You need to change the way that you think about money, because getting your space is an investment. So you're gonna have to invest something into it. So you can't say, well, all too often I'm seeing people, I ain't got no money, I ain't got nothing, but I want my space. You need to have something. You got to be able to bring something to the table. No one's going to invest with you if you don't have anything. No bank, no investor, no nobody. You got to have something. You got to have some sort of skin in the game. If you got skin in the game, that means I know you're serious. So like as a person that coaches and mentors people, them showing me that they're serious, they invest in a product or a service that lets me know that they want to get this thing to expedite the time. So the next step up to getting your space is you need to contact real estate agents. All right, you need to contact, listen to what I'm saying, real estate agents, plural. All right, not one agent, not two agents, but plural. We need multiple real estate agents we need to be contacting multiple real estate agents. Don't stop and wait for one, because what happens all too often is that you go get that one agent and then they stop looking for you, or for whatever happens, whatever the reason why that they stop looking for you. So you need to contact multiple agents plural. You need to be able to get back to another agent just in case the one that you start off with stops looking for you. Then the next step up, after you contact these agents, you also need to be going to sites like Craigslist. You need to be looking at Craigslist. You need to be looking at like Realtor.com. You need to be looking at Trulia. You need to be looking at, you can even look at Zillow. Look at all these different websites. The problem is that why you probably haven't found what you're looking for is because you're looking at, like, say for instance, your budget is, let's say your budget is $2,000, right? Let's say it's $2,000. In your budget, and when you're going on these sites, Google, Craigslist, Craigslist, Realtor.com, you're putting in max $2,000. You can't do that. I'm a former agent. I'm a former real estate agent. I went to Chicago Real Estate School, CRES. It's a real estate school. I used to work with Trudeau Realty, TRUDO. They closed now. They closed during the pandemic. Sorry guys, sorry Trudeau, but they closed during the pandemic. But former real estate agent, and so I used to have and manage 600 listings. So I wasn't individually putting in the information, the details for 600 listings. What was I doing? I was putting in broad categories. So like I wasn't putting in 2,000 square feet if the unit was 2,000 square feet. If I had 5 units at 1,000. 20 units at 2,000, 30 units at 3,000. I'm putting in the max and then the minimum. I'm not putting in that in-between number, which is 2,000. So we need to start just like too often we're looking at it like, well, if it's not 2,000 or if it's not exactly what I'm looking for, I'm not going to, then I don't even want to look at it. That's the mistake. You're making a huge mistake, because sometimes the listing on like Craigslist will say 3,000 or 5,000, but then the details will say exactly what you're looking for. So the details may say 2,000. The details may say contact for other. I have other units. I have other properties. Contact us. So you're passing over good opportunities because you're not seeing right offhand what you think you should see. But you got to understand real estate to know how it really works, and understand how real estate agents think when they're posting. They're not posting every single detail for every single property. Most of the time, they're probably taking their top properties, posting the details for those top properties, but they're not posting them in such specifics, because if you post specific, you're going to turn away a lot of people. But you're being turned away right now because you're not seeing the specifics. But real estate agents have too many listings to post the details for every single listing. It just wouldn't make sense. I would have been all day, every single day. I would make new posts on like Craigslist or Realtor.com, all these places. I would have been posting all morning to post 600 listings a day, all the details, with new captions, headlines, everything. Who has the time for that? Nobody has the time for that, right? So then after you broaden your search results, because like I'm gonna go into all of this detail. I'm also gonna break down like what your search results should look like tomorrow. So make sure you're in class tomorrow, especially because you want to do Q&A. Make sure you're in class tomorrow. But then after you go and look, like with the real estate agent, you contact them and all of that. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. Don't just sit back and relax. Get out and start looking for commercial properties that you see. If you drive around your town, drive around your city, go look for stuff. Like what you focus on, you must focus on what you want in order for you to get it. It's like, I believe like that's like the law of attraction. So in order for the thing to be attracted to you, you got to focus on it, right? So you're not going to get it unless you focus on it. So start driving around looking for vacant properties, and there are a ton of vacant properties. And this is the reason, this is the number one reason right now. Why? Because I get this question a lot too. Are event spaces still a good thing to get right now? We're in a recession. Somebody just posted this on my YouTube not too long ago. They said, we're in a recession. Should I still get one? Now, I'm not like a financial advisor or anything like that, and I don't claim to be. But what I will say is that I think this is one of the best times to get an event space or any sort of real estate property is because we're in a recession. And the reason being is because a lot of people are going to have that fear mentality where we're in a recession. I want to hold on to all the money that I have. When in actuality, this is the best time for you to actually to become wealthy and to start, your wealth journey, because property is going to be lower. Why? Because not a lot of people are going to be looking, and so they gotta bring the prices down. You're going to be able to get better deals because not a lot of people are looking, and then on top of that, we're coming out of the pandemic. What does that mean for you? Well, not a lot of people were renting before the pandemic, but we're coming out of the pandemic, and then we're stepping out of the pandemic. We're walking right into a recession. So a lot of people aren't looking now. So what does that mean? That means that you have a better chance of doing what? Getting a deal that you actually want. So you got to change the way that you look at money, and you have to change the way that you think about the current state. Like, if there's a negative to something, there has to be what? A positive. So the negative, we're coming out of a pandemic. The negative, we were in a pandemic. The positive to that, I have mentees that started in a pandemic and they're crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. The positive of that, we found our spaces, plural, in the pandemic. Positive of that, real estate is going to be lower than even it was probably in the pandemic. Why? Because a lot of people aren't going to be looking. So what do commercial property owners now, as a commercial property owner, let's say, because I don't own the building that my event space is in. We don't own the building, but let's say, I can speak from this side of it. As a real estate investor, rental properties, okay, cool. I understand that I can probably go and get a better deal because the owners that are looking to sell, they're just losing money if it's vacant. So it's the same thing. That's why I tell everybody, event spaces are real estate. If you think about it from a real estate standpoint, it's going to make it a lot smoother of a transaction. So because the property has been vacant, because your commercial property that you're looking at has been vacant, you have a better chance of getting that unit, especially if you have your ducks in a row, especially if you have some sort of skin in the game, some sort of money. You got a decent credit score. And if you don't have those, if you don't have at least the credit score, but you got the money, I can show you how to get the credit score aspect of it. You got to have something. You can't come to the table and have nothing. Too many people are saying, well, I want to start this thing and I don't have anything. I don't have any money. I don't have anything. And the problem with doing that is that it's a way to get it. But like a landlord is going to look at you like, well, you don't have any skin in the game. So the likelihood, not saying it's impossible, but the likelihood of the first, 2 or 3 landlords you encounter are going to take a chance on you is going to be a lot slimmer than the person that has something. Maybe that person has the credit but don't have the money. If you got the credit, then you can go to the bank and get a loan. If you got the money but you don't have the credit, then they're just going to ask for someone to co-sign for you. And if the person sees that you got the money, they're going to be probably more willing to co-sign for you. And then instead of getting somebody to co-sign for you, you can just get a business partner. All too often we're looking at it like, well, I don't want to start with a business partner. Why not? Like, I get my mentees, a few of them had a business partner. Why? Because they had one side of the equation, and then they added on. What's going on? So like you need to, if you don't have the credit, but you got the money, but you want to find somebody with the credit. See, we're all too often, we're trying to do how can I do it by myself? Instead of focusing on who can help me do it. Who can help me do it? And then I see a lot of people saying like, this is a way now, This is a way that you can really make some money though, right? This is a way that you really make money. I've been saying it already, but partnerships. In so many words, partnerships. Partnerships. That's all you need. I got 3 mentees in Atlanta and they killing it. I got 3 mentees in Atlanta and they killing it. I got 3 in Atlanta and they killing it. It doesn't matter how oversaturated you think the city is, you can crush it anywhere. You gotta be an individual. But partnerships are going to make you the most money. So that means if all you got is money to get your event space, your venue, your event center, whatever you want to call it, all you need to do is find somebody who has everything else that you need. Stop trying to do, oh, how am I gonna get it? How do I get it, Jarrell? How do I get business credit to get this? Why are you trying to create so many bills? Why are you trying to do when you first start out in business, the problem is we're trying to do too much at once. When you can take daily steps, like you're trying to build up a city overnight, when in actuality it's gonna take you time. Business is a marathon, meaning it's a everyday. It's the marathon that doesn't end. If I intend to be in my businesses and for the next at least 10 to 15 years. So if I'm looking at it, if I go into a long term, I'm not trying to do everything in the next 20 days, 15 days, 10 days, 30 days. Your main focus needs to be, if you don't have an event space, how do I get my event space? Then how do I get everything else? Whichever one is important to you, whether it's tables and chairs, whether it's decor, whatever. Get the event space first. Get the place where people are going to do the event first. Why? Because everybody else has everything that you need. Unless you intend to become an event planner, you have to get the event space first. Everybody else has everything you need. Everybody else has everything you need. That's how you make the most money. You partner with other people. Why? Because partnering with other people, they're going to, every time someone books their venue, now they're coming to you. Every time someone books them for a service, they're saying, hey, yo, look, you booked me for this decor service. I got in a place where you can have your event at. Hey, look, you booked me for these tables and chairs, but do you got an event location yet? That's partnering with people is going to make you so much more money than you trying to figure out, well, how do I market on my own? How do I do this on my own? How do I do that on my own? It's going to make you so much more money. Now, like I said, I'm going to go into all these things in like a lot more detail tomorrow in this class, and then we're gonna go from there. So I just want to come on, give y'all a few things that y'all could do to like those 3 things: get the LLC, the EIN, change the way that you look at money, have some sort of skin in the game, contacting real estate agents plural, and partnering with people, whether it's for credit purposes, whether it's for money purposes, whether it's for marketing purposes. Partnering with people, those things are going to help you start the business and make money faster in the business. The thing that makes the most money and the person that makes the most money is the person that has the most relationships. If you have a ton of relationships with different people, those people are going to help you grow your business, because they're going to consistently be talking about your business, because you're bringing them business and they're bringing you business. It's a relationship. So that is what I got for today. I'm like I said, I'm gonna drop this link. I'm gonna drop the link to get the blueprint, and I'm gonna drop the link to get the blueprint, and then you get the blueprint, and then you sign up, and then you're going to get the link for the class. You'll have the link sent out to you tonight for the class. And like I said, I'm probably only gonna accept anywhere between 10 to 20 people for the class. So there'll be instructions on how do you get the link for the class after you get the blueprint. And then I'm only gonna accept probably 10 to 20 people, and that's it. So man, peace and blessings to y'all. Happy Sunday. Let's go out and let's crush Sunday. Let's go out and get the life that we want. All right, peace.